Hey traders, welcome to another video. Today is May 19th, a new start of the week. And being it's a Monday, I thought of starting a new series. If I do have ideal setup that was being formed by today, and I do take it or I didn't take it, doesn't matter. But the main core idea will be dropping a very ideal setup that I was willing to take 100% without any hesitation, right? So today there was a very ideal setup that was being formed on EURJPY. Eventually I do miss, but despite the fact I do like the setup very well. So here, by the way, I will be using an SMC approach, since I am SMC trader. This is for my YouTube audience. If you're watching the Telegram, you do know we use photon strategy, right? So I'm gonna break down from the high time frame, that is from 4H to the low time for execution, and yeah, there will be a lot to take in. So let's start with the 4H chart markup. Uh, at the first, I will be like marking out a very basic thing, that is if we can see, we do have a very clean. Do I selected the pencil? Yeah, we have very clean break of stocks right here, and the price was then into the discount area of this entire range, right? So coming into the session, let me just mark few the structure. It's 6:45, 50 minutes prior to the London session. This is where we do our high time frame markup and low time frame markup, right? So coming to session where I was looking into the chart, I will just pre-populate everything just to be clear. So talking technically, in terms of structure, swing was bearish. Back then it was mitigating this 4S POI, and yeah, this is a strong low that has to hold if this swing has to be continued. So our primary framework that we follow, or the primary expectations, will be that this will hold and will push higher. So that is the framework that we follow. Now let's switch to the 1H chart, and there is something more refining to this POI. So since this POI was mitigated, so after mitigation, what was the thing I liked the most was this 1H change of character. That didn't happen, but we could have get this. Yeah, despite there wasn't any proper high time frame signal that this low could hold. Let me switch to here. Yeah, this low could hold and we could have pushed higher, right? Despite that signal, we do have just this 1H stock as earlier signal to facilitate this continuation of the swing trend. But I was also too aware of this 1H supply that caused this fractal low to taking out. Let me mark out and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was talking about the supply that would have easily that low, that supply force caused this fractal price structure. Then there could be this kind of scenario 1H supply could do. But also I was also thinking what may this supply fail, then we do have 1H shock as well. to keep that earlier signal, and this is where I wanted to get involved into the learn, right? So on M15, let me mark out the structure. This was the last bearish breaker structure. 15 breaker structure, yeah. Following this is our for now swing is strong, and this is our weak. So since this being our Asia low, this being our Asia high, we were currently like reacting between this M15 supply and this M15 supply and demand, right? So at this point, this was the range that I was interested. I just do wanted to follow and the pullback from the 4 inch pretty much. This 4 inch view I was wanted to have the reaction that I want to play. Let me first quickly so and this on M15 as well, so on yeah, and M15, yeah. So I do wanted to play an reaction from this 4 inch POI. That is what got me this EURJPY trade. So what happened then? This was my M15 supply. I really was not interested either side, either on long or either on short. I wasn't very keen. But for the long, what I want to see in the market was I wanted to see an M15 order flow shift, that is this high to be taking out and then pull back to the any sort of M50 POI to then look for long. That was pretty much my expectation with coming to the market. So what then happened, this supply was actually not that high probability, I will say, because that didn't achieve anything. It was just an pause in pride. So yeah, I just did that thing because just to, if there is a case of this supply being holding and causing this fractal high, that is why I do that. But I will definitely not gonna look any opportunity for long on this POI. Now let's play out few candle and then see what happened. So we do have a very strong bullish reaction with London session open. Yeah, definitely I was not interested. Instead, what I wanted to see at this point was this M50 order flow shift. Let me show you to follow the short M50 order flow shift. So yeah, for this short, what I was thinking that this might hold, and we may see an M50 order flow shift because this was the ACL loan that it was interested to then follow for short. But we have to trade against this 4 inch supply mitigation, right? That is why I wasn't more interested in short also. Then what happened is we got M50 order flow shift right here. So see, this supply holds it, sorry, demand hold it, and got this fractal high. Not just the fractal high, but we do have also this change of character. Sorry, the true change of character is there. This is I'll categorize at the M50 order flow shift. Let me remove this thing. So definitely this both the POI has been now failed. So let me remove that thing, and this is our now M15 order flow shift, which then giving us this very clean M15 POI. Let me draw this thing. At the very first, this is 15 POI, and also we do have this has been already mitigated. So I'm ignoring this thing and drawing another M15 POI. So now at this point, say we do have this very corrective like pulse. At any point this could be smashed, but very often you will see this a pullback holding after and certain some sort of demand mitigation, and this usually holds, right? So that is what I wanted to see, and I just wanted to have a pullback in this M50 POI and follow and long, right? Nothing else. So at this point, after having an M50 autoflow shift, I shift to the M5, and now I was waiting for the mitigation. So yeah, this M5 POI has been now mitigated. So now this M5 POI has been mitigated. Now there is my entry model, which I won't be sharing, as because there is something I have to give my privacy, right? Because that comes with very hard work. Uh, yeah, that being said, and after this M5 POI mitigation, now I just set my order on higher for this, and uh, yeah, below this low. Yeah, and yeah, we also do have this M1 POI, which I usually mark out because that was being mitigated. So yeah, this is the ideal setup, and I haven't talked much detail for this entry model, which I want again. And at the next candle, we would have been tagged in. Uh, this is what goes for. This was very clean trade according to me, and yeah, this is what let's revise. So what we talked from the higher time frame again. So coming to the POI, this thing, we wanted to play a reaction from this strong low actually to follow this framework. That is another swing leg coming into the H1 POI selection and structure. We wasn't sure if this gonna hold. Then we do have this POI. There was risk of holding this POI and pushing lower, but ignoring that fact and being risk conservative, we followed a higher time frame, that is 4 inch, and what M15 was signaling actually. But to be true, if you check this M15 order flow shift, I think it will be in N1H chalk. Let me check it. I didn't check out this thing. Yeah, that was the chalk. So definitely we do have already got our bullish signal. So that could be another potential confluences that this trade is holding along with. So on M15, structure was very clear. We after the 4H mitigation, we wanted to play a reaction of 4H swing leg followed through an M15 structure. So we wanted to see an M15 true order flow shift that happened during this fractal high taking out, and we wanted to see a mitigation of this M15 POI that was then mitigated. And we followed through and low time frame execution. Let me again go to the M5. After the mitigation, we goes to M5 and waited for this M5 POI mitigation. After mitigation of this M5 POI, I wanted to have a better risk to reward before this swing high reaching out. So then I do have this very beautiful my entry model for me. Or if you talks in terms of photon style, that's LC1 model that I couldn't explain here. Yeah, that was it for the today. And yeah, let me know guys, how what do you think of this series, like putting out ideal entry that formed on the particular day. Thank you for watching.